Episode 105 marked the beginning of a new and revolutionary era in all of Impetus. With Sam Pullen terminated the week before at the 2-year anniversary spectacular, Impetus is now without a president. That is until Jillian Day kicks off episode 105. Declaring herself to be the new president, she gets interrupted by the return of the legend known as Vipernip. The superhero announces that he is the new president of Impetus, fires Jillian, and Viper busts her ass out of the company. The bratty and stubborn Jillian wouldn't leave quietly though, as she rocks up on the next episode. Contracted to Impetus, Jillian cannot be fired, only suspended with pay. Jillian then demands to be a manager of a team. She wants to do what she did to Triple J and Adrenaline's Infliction. She wants to create champions. However, Vipernip believes that there is no team on the roster that actually needs her assistance, nor do they even want it. He believes the teams of Impetus are doing just fine without her, but if she's so persistent to use her assistance, then Vipernip creates a unique stipulation. Once a week, Jillian will choose a team. That team will then compete in a match, and if they lose, they will acquire her much needed help. However, if they win, Jillian remains without a team to boss around. With this idea official, Jillian of course chooses Triple J. Being their former manager, she doesn't want to help them, she wants to control them. With Jillian sitting at ringside viewing these matches, Triple J seem worried, only to win instantly, ridding themselves of the crazy bitch once again. Now this trend continues, maybe not with a team winning instantly, but Jillian continues to hope to find different broken teams in hopes of fixing them. Whether it be due to the talent or motivation to not have a nasty hoe by their side bossing them around, Jillian's weekly selected teams refuse to lose, leaving Jillian still without a team. Now during the ascendance of Impetus's revolution after episode 104, a new team called the Switchblades arrive on the scene. With Leo and Kai young and easily influenced, Jillian hopes to gain their trust, promising them big things if they were to have, say, a manager by their side. With the Switchblades new and actually heading into a huge match with the tag team champions El Fuego, Jillian assigns the newbies as her chosen team for the evening. She believes that they can only gain from this match. If they beat the tag team champions, then they clearly don't need her. They'll be labelled as the top contenders and will soon be competing for the gold regardless. However, if they lose, they gain her as a manager, and as a result, will also be seen as top tier contenders due to Jillian's high status. They can't lose. However, El Fuego have the Switchblades' best interest. They saved them from the witch known as Jillian Day by getting disqualified, losing the match, but granting the Switchblades a win, ridding themselves of Jillian Day. With El Fuego costing Jillian yet another team, they later get attacked by the reappearing tag team called Matariamas, Kill Flames. Now let me tell you about this team. They're basically El Fuego lookalikes, impersonators. They had a short stint during Adrenaline's takeover and reign of the company because Jillian signed them to a contract in hopes to destroy and replace the pranking luchadors. With both Mexican teams fighting to settle the score, Jillian Day enters, assigning herself to Matariamas as her chosen team for the evening. With El Fuego confused, they get kicked right in the dicks, causing a disqualification and allowing Matariamas to lose but gain Jillian as their manager. With Jillian now in control of a dominant and easily manipulated team, she hopes to crown her third team as tag team champions, all while spitting in the faces of El Fuego. Now this story leads to the Hunt You Down pay-per-view, where El Fuego hope to defend their title in a fatal 4-way elimination match against Empire, Jillian's former team of Triple J, and her current team of Matariamas. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. So everything I just told you is sort of sprinkled through the episodes one notch at a time. So the overall story here is that Jillian finds a new team in Matariamas, but I feel like most wrestling companies would have just cut straight to the El Fuego attack and then just put Jillian with them as their manager. I wanted to show Jillian's persistence and of course desperation here. Desperation to control a tag team. Failing to get Triple J in her control once again, she'd gladly take any team just to spite her former one. With her chosen teams constantly winning, it truly showed that A, no team really needed Jillian, and more importantly, B, just like Chris Vortex, no one likes Jillian Day. No one wants to associate with her. I feel the stipulation to these matches was unique, as it wasn't the winning team that gained a manager, but rather the losing team, something in which is barely, if not ever, executed in wrestling. Jillian got embarrassed week after week after week, allowing the fans to laugh at her misfortune, with Matariamas attacking El Fuego and going on to intentionally get disqualified. It showed that Jillian came up with this strategy. Sick of being humiliated on the shows, she is now laughing in the faces of those who laughed at her, as El Fuego's titles are in jeopardy come Hunt You Down.